Right. Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy T Dub. What's blazing the sports, guys? Always look out. I got a video coming tonight. Deontay Wilder is fighting. Look out for that. And I might get a chance to shoot the GSP video tonight, or if not tonight, the GSP BSP video probably tomorrow. But guys, what I want to talk about right now is what's been brought to my attention, which, you know, it is boxing. It's really big news. And definitely when this happens, you know, assuming that it will happen, it would definitely get a lot of media attention. Everything that happens from the time that this happens, it would be on every channel. And what I'm talking about is, let me just make sure. Okay, it is showing pretty well. Well, it looks a little iffy on me, but it's cool. I'm talking about a boxer by the name Pat Manuel. Pat Manuel was, from what I read, was not always a male boxer. Pat was actually a female boxer, and a very good female boxer at that. And looks like Pat has been undergoing some changes to actually become a male boxer. And I found something right before I went live. I hope it doesn't mess up on me. Let's see. I'm looking at an article, guys. This article was written back June 21st, 2016. See, I didn't even know about this, but it's really big news. The subject is transgender, or title, transgender boxer reaches major milestone. Last month, transgender male boxer Pat Manuel, formerly a highly decorated amateur female boxer, so was a really good female boxer, finally get a chance to officially compete against a male opponent. Looks like Pat fought in some type of Teamster Cinco de Mayo show in lightweight amateur men's division against a fellow amateur, I'm not going to say his name, and won a 3-round decision. Now, what we're looking at now is Pat is about to take it to the next level. Looks like Pat's plan is to turn pro as a male. From what I read or what I've seen, will be competing in a 126-pound division. Now, it's going to be a lot of caution, like I say, guys, once this really catches on, because I haven't heard a lot of people talking about it, but once this really catches on, you're going to hear all type of things, you know, from, looks like it's freezing up a bit. Let me try some, guys. But stay with me. I'm going to try to still work through this. You're going to hear all type of things, you know, how would it be judged, how would it be scored, if whatever Pat is taking, will that be considered legal in professional boxing, you know, because, you know, when you making a switch from male to female, a lot of times, or from female to male, either one, sometimes you have to take certain things to man, I hate that it's freezing, guys. I'm watching it right now. This is killing me. What can I do to help it out? It says it's good, but it's not. It's horrible. It's horrible. All right, but let's try to talk through it. It says, I lost my train of thought, guys. It's killing me. So, in a professional boxing, a lot of these fighters get called for taking different things. You know, Deontay Wilder is fighting Severn tonight, but Deontay Wilder wasn't scheduled to fight Severn. He was supposed to fight Luis Ortiz, but yet that is not happening because Ortiz got caught with something in his bloodstream, and I believe he said it maybe was for blood pressure or heart medicine. I don't really know. But the thing is, so in this case, I don't know if Pat's still taking anything or not. I really don't know, guys. It's just so fresh, so brand new to me. Will they make a big deal about that? And then once Pat turns pro, 126 pounds, if you're the opponent, you know, the opponent is going to get a lot, you know what I'm saying? The opponent can get a lot against him, you know. People are going to look at it like if he wins, he's supposed to win. If he loses, you know, they're going to still go at him like he lost to a girl, even though Pat is making all the changes. And as you can see from the video photo, probably to your left upper corner, you know, Pat looks just like a man, you know. And I saw him doing some mid work, and it looks like he got some really good mid work. But you know, we got to see how it's going to go. I'm telling you right now, when this does actually hit, it's going to take the boxing war by storm. You're going to hear all type of people talking about it. There's going to be a lot of good things. Yes, we need more of it. You're going to be a lot of bad things. No, no, no. You're going to hear a lot of different mixed emotions when it comes to this. It's just one of those things that's going to be a little touchy between people. But this is boxing, so I'm going to talk about it. And like I said, whoever Pat opponent would be, Pat opponent is probably going to get a lot of it's going to be a lot on him. It's going to be a lot on him. On what if he wins or loses. His name will forever be chiseled in stone into the record books, of either winning or losing against the first. I'm not sure would he be still called. I don't know. Listen, if I say something politically incorrect, I just don't have the knowledge upon it. But I don't know if Pat would still be a transgender, or once you fully transform, or if you call it male, or if you still call it transgender. I really don't know. But either way, every person that Pat fights as a pro, as a male, especially if you lose against him, it's going to forever be in stone against, you lost to Pat. But if Pat wins, it's going to be super huge, and like I said, it's just one of them touchy things. It'll be one of them touchy things on, combining maybe sexes in professional sports, like female and male. But me, I don't think that's the biggest headache. To be honest, I don't think who he's going to fight is going to be the biggest headache. I think, not headache, I shouldn't say headache. The biggest obstacle is what I mean. That's not going to be the biggest obstacle. Once Pat turns pro, Pat is going to find somebody to fight. It's 126 pounds. Everybody's smaller division. It's probably the better division to enter and not enter like 147 pounds where the men are, physically stronger naturally than a natural woman. But 126 pounds, everybody's still small. And a lot of times the fighter typically wins off of their skills, their technique, what they're actually bringing to the table. That's not going to be the biggest obstacle. The biggest obstacle, I believe, for Pat would be if he is still taking certain things to, how can I say it, to stay like a male. I really don't know, guys. So like I said, I really don't know the process, you know what I'm saying? But I know in order to get one way to look another way, a lot of times you got to take certain things to keep you that way. And maybe in amateurs are maybe a little bit more relaxed on what you have in your system. But the pros might be different. And let's say this. Let's say that something just came to my head. Let's say that he does get approved and whatever, if assuming he's taking anything to, stay like a male, how will the other male boxers look at that? Will they look at that like, whoa, wait a minute. So then I should be allowed to take certain things, So would it be like, no, it's only a special case type of thing and you're not that special case? Or would it be, would a boxer become more relaxed? But I'm just assuming that. But it could be where, Pat is not on anything no more. Maybe he was on some things to make the transformation. And now what he is right now, just like anybody else, he has to train, put in work, and just basically build up your talent and your skills. And he's not on anything that would be considered a performance enhancement type of drug. And once he crosses over, and then basically it's the best man win, Like I said, this is going to be, once it hits, it's going to be pretty big. A lot of people don't know about it. Heck, I didn't know anything about it. But I know right now it's going to be pretty big. Pat is going to make history, Honestly, keep pushing it, Pat. Like everyone, including myself and anybody else, are doing anything. People love their names to be, put in some type of book. You want to be the first, or you want to be recognized. Even I have certain things that I want to be recognized for. We do, and if this is Pat goal to, hey, I've been feeling this way for a while. I'm going through a lot of changes to do this. I can compete. I can fight. I made a crossover. I was the first person to fight as a male and female. I defeated the male that I fought, and now I want to turn pro. And that's an accomplishment. Once, assuming Pat's turn pro, to me right there, before you even step in the ring, that would be, like a Super Bowl win. That'd be, probably better, if I was Pat, graduating college or something. It'd be like, wow, I did it. I thought it was going to be hard. I thought they were going to say no, but I did it. That'd be huge. And then from there, I think that's the biggest hurdle. Turning pro, well, you know what? I don't know. Maybe he can turn pro, but when it comes into fighting, that could be the thing. All right, guys, I'm freestyling. This is live, 100% live. That's why you see I freeze up sometimes. So maybe turning pro probably won't be the biggest obstacle, the biggest hurdle. Maybe he turns pro, but when it comes down to fighting, whoever he fights or just, boxing itself, says these type of drugs or that include this cannot be found in your system. So maybe before he fights, he has to give himself, I don't know, 3 to 6 months of just clearing his system of that, and then pass those tests and step in the ring, without those things in his system. Assuming that you got to take something. I don't know. If you do, listen, if you know more about this than I do, because I really don't know a lot about it, but I support everyone that believes in themselves, and I believe in people going for their dream. And just like myself, I want to go for my dream. I want my son to go for his dream. I want anyone that really believes in themselves and they really want to push themselves. And if there's a way that you can push it, try it. If you don't, you never know how far you can really get. And at least you know how far you can go if you push yourself to the max. So this looks like it's going to be one of the things that it is going to get pushed. Pat looks very determined. Like I said, if you look up here, it looks like he might be in a sauna. He's zoned out. He got his headphones on. There's no way, if you look at this picture, is it right here, that you would say that that's a woman. Looks like any athlete to me. Any athlete. Now it's just going to come down to, I think he fought an amateur fight, but amateurs is different from the pros. You don't have the headgear on. And typically pros know how to throw their punches with, maximize their weight, maximize their power. But, this Pat doesn't seem like he has a deep amateur career fighting men. So his promoter should be very selective on who he fights. Probably fight somebody with no fights. Maybe somebody with 3 fights but got 3 losses. You want that first fight. You want it to be a win. You want to build success. You want Pat to, you want to boost his morale. You want him to believe in himself. And you want to get out, with a win. Because you come out with a loss, he probably can shake it off, but it does take a blow to your ego. You push so hard and it makes you think, like, man, am I really ready for this? It's a different world, So you got to I would slowly introduce. But guys, I just want to touch on this. Comment below. Let me know what you think about this. Do you think it would be easy to transition? Do you think it would not be? Whatever you think. Always remember to comment below and let me know. It's your boy T-Dog was Blazing Sport, giving you the blazing news when I have it to you. Until tonight sometime, hopefully I want to give you that Deontay Wilder versus Stiverne 2. We saw the press conference. It was very heated. We saw the face-off. I thought somebody could throw a punch, but they did not. So we're going to watch that fight tonight. May the best man win between Stiverne and Deontay Wilder. And hopefully I will be able to go live right afterwards. If not,